welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Oakland Athletics. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And our pitcher tonight, number 38.
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
So in now for the Angels, Zach Neto. Next offering misses. 2 balls and a strike. And that's just foul.
Wow, that was just foul. Very close to maybe being extra bases there.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And here it comes. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And he deals. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, he should get some fist bumps when he gets back into the dugout, because even though he strikes out, he saw a lot of pitches and he battled. And this is a long haul where you're trying to get that pitch count up as early as possible. So gave the guys behind him an opportunity to see what's working for this pitcher or not. But I tell you what, it's a nice job right there.
1 out, bases empty. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. And it gets by him. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. The relay, he's in there.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So 1 gone with a runner at third. And next for the Angels, Taylor Ward. And now 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And the pitch. In the air, left field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Just outside. And that's ball 2.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So they get 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Angels 1 and the Athletics coming to bat. And we're back. And towing the slab here, Jack Kachanowicz. What should we keep an eye on here?
He really needs to be able to throw all 3 of his pitches for strikes in this one. Otherwise, these hitters are going to start sitting on pitches. You know, you've got to try to get the swing and miss with the curveball, and you've got to move your pitches around. Don't get too comfortable on one side of the plate unless they're showing that they just can't hit that spot.
Digging in for Oakland, Lawrence Butler. And a pitch. Gonna count 1-2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
On the ground to third. Sneaks through, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early.
Neto, 1 at second. How about that double play?
Well, that's what you hope for if you're out there on the mound. First and second, nobody out. Somehow get a ground ball. He got it right there. Nice double play by the infield.
Here's Oakland's DH, Brent Rooker. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Up against the wall and brings it in. So no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Angels 1 and the A's nothing. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe.
The pitch. And another ball. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
That one missed. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Payoff pitch. And down on strikes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
The batter now, Kevin Newman. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Angels strand 1, but they lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Miguel Andujar.
Third baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Just off the outside edge. 3-1. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
And here's the first baseman. And the right-hander deals. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The pitch. That just misses. Ball 2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And the righty deals. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Luis Arias. Here comes a pitch. That missed inside. Now 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch. Runner takes off. That one the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner around second. The throw to third. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Righty delivers. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Swing and a pop off in foul ground. Squeezes it. And there are 2 outs.
That hanging breaking ball looks so juicy to the hitter, and nothing more frustrating when you miss that pitch and you pop out. He's going to have to think about that till his next at bat.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop. The pitch. And fouled off. Outside low. It's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
On to the 3rd inning. At the plate, Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson.
Kicks and fires. And that's too high. That one ripped. That's a hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Back to the top of the Angels lineup. And the batter will be the shortstop, Zach Neto. The pitch.
Ball, that's out.
You know, these Angels showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Fastball for a strike.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Just missing there, and the count is filled up. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Ground ball right side, could be two. There's one.
That's an out.
Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, they had the chance at turning two right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
And next for L.A., Luis Rengifo. The tag, and he's out at second. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And now the lefty late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Angels 1 and the A's nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Lawrence Butler. The wind of the pitch. That's outside. And a count 2-1. The wind of the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Kicks and deals. Swings and misses, struck him out. Shea Langoliers up next for the A's. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler.
Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. The Halos leading by a run here in the last half of the 3rd. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Ground ball left side and foul ball. That one lifted to left. Fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he's out.
Yes, you're out.
Cut down, and that ends the inning.
You so electric, baby. Don't know how I let you take me. Don't know how I let you play me. You so electric, baby.
And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Taylor Ward. And a 1-1. And a good eye there. And that one is inside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. And here it comes. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. One down, base is empty. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
2 strikes.
At the belt and fires. And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Good eye right there. Two outs. Fastball for a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. Got him swinging. Angels go down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out. Your boy Cook done blown up. Time to lace my boots and show up. And if you still...
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's a big power threat. Brent Rooker. Well struck right field. And it one-hops the wall. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay throw. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Next to hit, Miguel Andujar. Rooker leads off second with nobody out.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Up the middle. Throws to first in time. One out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Next offering is in for a strike. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. In from third is the tying run. We're tied at 1. And he's got a double.
He went up there and got it. With 2 strikes, I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where he could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
One out. Runner at second. Striding to the plate now for Oakland, Luis Urias. Next offering is down low. In there at the knees. Righty to the plate. The other way. Nice grab. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Swung on, belted. Long run. Can't reach this one. It gets down. In comes the run from third. It's 2-1. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Big RBI for him right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the shortstop at the plate. And that one fouled off. 2 runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, and that is that. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the A's 2 and the Angels 1.
They call it comma, comma, comma. Oh, they call it comma, 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 comma. Oh, back then you'd hit me up and
Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Joe Adele.
The right fielder, number 7, Joe.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And a pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
The Athletics have some bullpen action. Grant Holman getting loose out there. Crook getting loose as well. The pitch. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Matthew Lugo.
Now at the plate, Matthew Lugo. That misses off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ripped on the ground to second. 2 up, 2 down. Kevin Newman getting ready to hit.
Kevin Newman.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. A's leading by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Outside, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Next pitch is outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there, and boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
There's a swing and a miss.
2-2 count.
And another ball.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Newman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The pitch. Lifted in the air, right center field. Pulls it in on the run. And that'll do it. Angels leave 1. They're down 2-1. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Ward makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the speedy catcher, Shea Langoliers. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And the righty deals. That misses. 2-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Zefferjohn appears to be getting loose. Detmers also throwing. Here's a 2-2. Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. Off balance beat. There's one.
The batter.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn two on. So a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some signs of fatigue. So we'll see how much longer they let him go.
And now Miguel Andujar. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Left field. Ward drifts towards it. Makes the catch. And that is that. A's strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Grant Holman.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the Angels leadoff man, Zach Neto. Good eye in that spot. Action in the pen down there. Hogan Harris up and loosening in the pen. Here's a strike. 95 of that one.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And a swing and a miss. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
And now here is Luis Rengifo. High in the air, out to right. Butler makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
The left fielder.
Taylor Ward, the next to hit.
Ward.
The 1-1. And a good eye there. Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. So they make short work of him there. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the sixth. It's the A's 2 and the Angels 1. Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Reed Detmers.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Well, one-run game, and now the first baseman.
Number 16.
And he deals. Outside low. And it's 2-1. Action in the Angels bullpen. Hector Neris preparing to come on if needed. And the pitch. This is the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Now this is in the air down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Luis Urias up next for the A's. Base is empty, 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder.
So here's Brown at the plate.
Brown.
I don't wear a cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaning house.
And a pitch. That's out to center field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's, but they still lead it 2-1. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH for the Angels, Jorge Soler.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with 1 swing here.
Line drive. And that one hops the wall. Around first, digging for 2. To second, but way too late. Safe there.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
So the tying run at second. That missed by a lot. 2-2. And the right-hander deals. Got him! Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's 1 away. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high-leverage situation.
Yeah, Boog, not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
With the tying run at second, here are the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, and you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned. And just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
And that's a base hit. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. You got a pitch that
New pitcher on here, Anthony Maldonado.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And next for the Angels, Kevin Newman.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
2 on, 2 outs. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. Just misses there.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And they're all loaded up.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Late swing fouled off. The 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Two outs. Swing and a pop-up. Gets under it. Brings it in. And that's the 3rd out. Angels threaten but leave them loaded. And our score remains 2-1.
That was an opportunity to do damage. He popped it up instead. Frustrating at bat. He'll be thinking about that.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Hector Neris.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the shortstop. The 1-1. And that one fouled off. Goes down looking.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Next offering is downstairs. And a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. To first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, Shea Langoliers. Two down, nobody on. That's a laser base hit. Tyler Soderstrom up next for the A's. The 1-1. Up the middle. Oh, what a stop. Over to first. And they get the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 44.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Zach Neto now at the plate. offering in there for a strike. And that is strike two. Movement in the bullpen, Mason Miller. The closer getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Otanez warming up as well. And a swing and a miss. And one out now.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down one. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Got him. And now 2 gone.
Now, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie. And instead of it being a solo shot,
got him looking. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Angels held in check, and they trail it here 2-1. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Oakland cleanup hitter, Brent Rooker. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Andujar. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Number 16.
And here's the first baseman. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right-handed reliever. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. A's go quickly and quietly there. They lead it 2-1. On to pitch now for Oakland, Mason Miller.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And that one fouled off. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
In the air, right side. Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
One down, base is empty. And a count 1-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back-to-back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Angels down to their final out. And now the right fielder, Joe Adell. The Angels down to their final strike. Here comes a pitch. Ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to one or two key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 runners on base. For the Angels, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.